It's a daylight video, so it's a Daywalker.
I think we got a big bull moose down.
I want to know if my broadhead's still in that deer.
This is the best extraction machine ever made. Argo, love it.
I just shot a really nice bull.
I mean, he's wide, he's got some mass. Tonnage is good.
You're not going to shoot one sitting on the couch.
It's been a grind of a season so far.
That's what really matters, is the time in the woods.
Welcome to the Bowzone, where the big bucks roll. Draw back, let it fly, watch those antlers sky high.
Bowzone, a How to Hunt series powered by Argo, is brought to you by Argo XTV, Go Anywhere. Escape Trailer, built for you. Zeiss, confidence in the toughest conditions. And these fine sponsors.
Welcome to Bowzone, a How to Hunt series powered by Argo. We're getting into whitetails. This is, some would say, the funnest time of year, the best time of year. It's almost November 1. We got a few more days. Halloween's coming up. We got the pre-rut kicking in. This whole show was based on a premise where we could be hunting and giving kills to the audience September, October, November. We are almost in November.
Yeah.
And we don't have one. We don't have a kill.
No. Last year, we got spoiled last year.
Yeah, we did. I think we've been spoiled many years, and we're just kind of, you always get that realization, like, wait a minute, like, this isn't easy, right? Like, it's not easy to kill a whitetail with a bow and arrow. It's not easy to get these videos. This is a really challenging thing to do. We've got 16 bow hunters, and they're all great bow hunters, and we don't have a deer down. We've got guys and gals that have been working hard in the field. They've been hunting whitetails, and we don't have a deer down. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some target bucks, right?
You have a couple of target bucks?
I have a target buck, and actually the crazy thing about this is my target buck showed up this morning.
That's right, you showed me the video.
Right?
That's
so
I think
we'll have the video, we'll pop it up and play it while we're chatting.
And I think the cool thing about that whole scenario is that camera that you put up kind of blindly. I don't think you knew that deer was around, maybe you did, but you just put it up.
Yeah, I think
and that works out. When that works out and you put it up and then you get that buck, you're like, it's such a success.
It's tricky to do, but I mean, I have a lot of experience with trail cameras. It's been a lot of years, right? I've been using a lot of my first trail camera was literally this big. So it's been many years, and I think that you're hunting in areas that you've been hunting for a long time. You kind of know the flow of the deer. I always call it the flow, whether it's like an east-west or a north-south type flow. So once you figure that out, then at least if you can put a camera in a place where you can find a good heavy trail, or throw a couple scrapes up, or if you can just see the terrain the way I do, then those cameras are going to be winners more often than not. And I've had quite a few cameras this year that have been pretty big winners, like just right off the bat, just because I've hunted so many different scenarios, but they turn into sort of the same scenarios over time when you're looking at the bush over and over again. Even if it's shaped a little different, they seem to still use the same type of way through them, right? So the video that I have, we have 4 instances of it. You and I literally, we're doing the podcast and it's coming in while we're doing it, which is amazing. It's a daylight video, so it's a Daywalker. It's a beautiful 5, net, it's got to be 155 inches. Yeah. And if you're part of the ABA, you would know quickly that if you have a net 155-inch deer, that's going to score very high in the top end of Alberta's archery whitetails. So pretty cool, pretty exciting. Yeah. I'm pretty excited. I've also got Chase that's going to be hunting with me. So I mean, there's a real good chance that I take Chase out and see if he can't, maybe get a crack at that deer. It's in a cool little spot where it's a 20-yard chip shot. You really don't have any other shots. It's just a really thick timber. And I think that's my plan, is to take Chase. Exciting. So it's a target deer for me, or target deer for Chase, and we'll see what happens.
And it's early, right? We're talking not even November yet.
Yeah.
And sometimes those giant deer, aren't even where you think they are until later November, and then now your cameras are going off, and then your focus might change.
Sure. Yeah, your target deer is a target deer until you find the next target deer. Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty cool. But we've got an exciting show. We've got we're going to talk to some of the other Bowzone Live hosts. They've got some target deer that are pretty amazing. We've also got some kills. We've got some moose kills. Yep. So stick around. We're going to have some pretty exciting moose kills. A lot of our hunters didn't shoot a whitetail, but we got 4 or 5 moose that are down. So
And we still got 4 weeks to go.
From our team, and we got 4 weeks to go. And Red Moon's hitting on like the perfect dates, including the last week of the year this year, which is so crazy exciting. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great show. We've got some cool stuff. We've got some target bucks. We're going to talk to some of our team members, see some moose, and then we're going to talk about your target buck. Because
yes.
I want to know what it is.
Story time.
Story time. Oh, it's a good one. This is going to be a real good one. Anyway, stay tuned. Stay tuned to Bowzone. We'll be right back with some great stuff. Welcome back to Bowzone, powered by Argo. We are now talking to Zack. He's got a target buck. We just went over mine. Pretty cool deer. We're going to go over a few in this show, but Zack, let's I know what you have because I saw the video already.
Yeah.
So let's put it up right now. So it's story time.
Yeah, it dates back to 2023, because it wasn't last year, it was the year before, where I hit him.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure 2/3 of the arrow got stuck in him.
So do we have the video of you hitting story
yeah,
time?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
And it
So
gets tangled up in the fence. And
make sure that's playing. Right?
yeah, and the last year, it's back. The horns kind of turned white, which we usually see after a deer gets injured.
Yeah.
And then this year, I was like, it'd be cool to see what he does. And I got a video of him, I think on the 18th. And it's funny because I'm really interested to see what his rack does, right? I mean, his racks can get bigger.
Yeah.
And in the video, you can see something else gets much, much bigger.
Yes.
And it's not his rack, it's his testicles.
Yeah, his balls are huge.
His balls are absolutely huge.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because I feel like I did something to this deer and I stunted his growth in his horn area and then put it to his genitals.
Who knows?
I don't know. I mean, I
Right?
think I have. I want to know if my broadhead's still in that deer. And I mean, last year you could see the scar. This year you can't see the scar. I mean, the kicker has not
Well,
changed.
it's got to
off
be.
the G2.
It's got to be still in it.
I would think so. I would think so. I don't think it fell out. Right? You don't see arrows fall out of deer,
Right.
especially if it's broke off.
This is
inside.
one of those things we should talk to Blair St. Martin about.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yep.
Balls,
Yeah, that's
giant
true. Yeah,
ones.
urology. He's a urologist.
And like,
at the-
so yeah, we'll have to hit him up for this because he might have a solution to these giant balls. But it's crazy.
I think it's cool.
Well,
And the cool thing too is like when you have a deer you're after, but then there's other deer around too that you're also like, I'm not passing that deer.
yeah. So you have
Right?
more. You have
Yeah,
other
there's at
bucks.
least one other deer. It's a nice 5x5. I'm pretty sure I had a video of him. I might have passed him last year, and he was about a 140. And in my head, I'm like, why am I passing? I'm like, I'm gonna wait. And then this year he bumped up at least 10 inches. So he's a nice deer, 150 plus.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. So you've
And
got some awesome
Yeah,
deer.
I'm very fortunate. I just
So
gotta set
do you wake
limits.
up at 4 a.m. and look at your phone?
Yeah, it's
No,
bad.
I know, it's like a bad
Dude, it's so
disease.
funny because like phones are so bad. You shouldn't look at your phone.
No,
And then
it's
hunting
like the
season-
worst
And then
time.
hunting season is just like you're sitting there and refresh, and then you wake up.
I'm
and
trying to
your
get a night. I'm
notifications-
trying to sleep so I can wake up in the morning and be sharp so I can shoot. But I mean, I'm panicking. I have to put my phone in the bathroom.
Well, I have my phone outside my room to begin with, but yeah, as soon as I wake up, I go there and I check to see what reveal.
But
or Bolt
you
Tree
don't
has.
wake up, brush your teeth, get some sunlight in your face,
No,
get grounded.
no, I
you go straight to your phone and
light.
stick it this far
I
away.
get trail cam light.
Because
in my
that's
face.
how powerful whitetail deer are.
I know.
That's
It's
how
a-
amazing this whole thing is. That's how powerful it is, right?
Yeah.
It draws you to your phone, and I know that people are watching right now are doing the exact same thing.
And the one thing we were talking about drawing, we were talking last night in the group chat, which is kind of interesting. There's a lot more studies and research talking about deer scrapes and how
I love this.
and how they stick out to deer with a type of UV light that can be similar. I don't want to butcher the science, but long story short, scrapes are much more obvious to whitetail deer than we realize, and
Totally.
they stick out like a sore thumb.
100%.
And they can hone in on them. So you start talking about your tree stand location, having them close to scrapes, or even an area that used to be scraped up or still is.
Yep.
Those deer are naturally going to be drawn to those areas.
Yeah, I call the rubs lightsabers now.
Lightsabers, yes, because they.
I call them lightsabers now because if you get the tarsal gland on there and you get the right tree sap coming out of
Yep.
there at the same time, the way that a deer actually sees, the vision, the way their eyes are built,
Yeah.
in the dark,
Yep.
those things light up like lightsabers. So imagine like visually how friggin' cool
Yes.
that is. Like that is the coolest thing I've ever heard. A buck running through the deep timber and there's all these rubs and he's like following the rubs because they're little blue lights like this one right
Yeah.
here. Like it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
No, I think it just allows you to set your stand up more wisely, right?
yeah, sure. Or I'm going to get out there with one of the old racks I shot
Start
10
rubbing.
years ago and start rubbing trees to make a lightsaber right to my stand.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be so many things that somebody's come up with. Tarsal gland or something that in a little container that you can rub on trees
Sure.
or something like this is happening. It's going to be happening in the next couple of years. We just have so many things that are evolving towards helping guys shoot whitetails that is crazy. But that little survey is really, really cool.
And the interesting thing is all of this stuff, it still is so difficult.
I said survey, not survey, but like scientific.
Yes, yeah, no, I get it. I just think
the science.
with all this stuff, I mean, we're still learning, and I don't think it ever ends.
No, I don't think
right?
so either. But I hope they get smarter.
Yeah, they will.
You know, whitetails are getting pretty sharp on the cameras. I had a picture of a big, huge shooter with 2 drop tines. One picture in his face, gone. Never saw him again, ever.
Spooked from the camera.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got some nice bucks. You've got some shooters. I got some shooters. But let's go to Jim Thompson. After the commercial break, we're going to go to Jim Thompson and we're going to check out his whitetail. He's got a smoke show.
Well, I'm back at her, hunting whitetails. And the spot has some good bucks on camera here the last 2 weeks. It's a pretty warm weekend though. The weather's going to change starting tomorrow, so I don't expect anything to be moving much, before dark because it's a really warm day, but it could happen. And you're not going to shoot one sitting on the couch. Here's the buck that just walked by me. 21 yards, 5x5. Up and comer. He'd be probably around 115, 120 inches right now. Well, it's getting later. Hopefully something comes by. I got about an hour light left, 45 minutes of legal light. But been some pretty exciting activity this year. Lots of bucks on camera. Though it slowed down a bit the last week or so, but I know it'll pick up when pre-rut gets going here. So, yeah, these are some nice bucks.
Okay, I'm here with Zack and Jim Thompson. We got Jim up on the screen. And Jim has shared with us his target buck, which is awesome, by the way. I gotta say
jealous.
thank you. Yeah, well, I mean, but he's sharing it.
Yes.
Right? So that's pretty cool. Like, a few of us are going to share it. I think some people probably won't share it, right? But Jim is nice enough to share it, and it is a giant whitetail. He's got a picture in velvet that I'm looking at right now. So we'll definitely check that out. We'll show it on the screen right now so everybody can see it.
Heavy, mass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got everything you want in a whitetail.
Yeah,
Kind of
it's
jealous.
amazing.
He's not going to share waypoints, I don't think, but that's pretty sweet, Jim.
So what's the deal, Jim? Tell us about the buck.
This buck here is a buck that has been around for 3 years. Last year, I did get a shot at him at 21 yards on opening weekend. It was just that last 15 minutes of light, and he was on a cut line, and I took the shot, and I thought I had him dead to rights, but I got it on video, and then I realized there was a poplar tree just behind his shoulder, and I went off that, and it shattered my arrow into 3 pieces, and I saw him around a little bit more in the fall, but I never got another chance at him. But this year he's back. He was a 5x6 last year. This year he's a clean 5, good mass buck, and yeah, I'm gonna be. I put a lot of time in him in October, probably 4 or 5 sits in the area where he was hanging, but our paths didn't cross. But he's been getting some pictures of him lately, so I'm hoping that with the rut coming on now, that he's going to be, it's right now when we're filming this, it's the last week of October, so I'm hoping that I catch him out on the scrape line. So that's kind of, we were talking about last night on our chat, that they're making the scrapes right now, but they're going to start working them up and maybe urinating them a bit. Ryan had some very interesting information about the blue sites, and you guys probably talked about the blue, how the blue reflects. So I'll let Ryan talk about that. But yeah, I'm going to be going to sit on some scrapes, hopefully tomorrow.
Awesome.
Very
Yeah,
exciting.
no, that's super cool. He touched on the blue stuff, the blue rubs, blue scrapes.
Yeah, they glow a little bit more.
Yeah,
than we
like
realize.
little lightsabers. I call them lightsabers so for whatever reason. But awesome, Jim. Thanks for sharing that picture with us. We're gonna go to a couple more guys. We got a couple more guys we're gonna kind of call. And thanks, Jim. Thanks for popping in.
And good luck.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, no, good talking to you all again. Yeah, good luck, everybody.
Welcome back to the Bowzone, and we're here. It's late October. We're a little slow on the killing. Last year we were very fortunate to kill early, but we're just touching up with some guys. We just talked with Jim Thompson, who has an absolute crank show of a deer that we're
Unbelievable.
all pretty jealous about.
Unbelievable.
And we're here talking with Logan Johnson, who is no stranger to the Bowzone and has killed multiple giant deer. And we were just looking at some photos, and that is a big deer. And what I'm noticing is actually during the daytime, which I don't have the luxury of that yet.
This was a big surprise. He came around. He was on my cameras like every day this summer. Beginning of September hit and vanished. So if you notice the date, that isn't too long ago. So I've got to work. I have some work to do to figure this deer out, and I really want to get out there as soon as possible.
Do you have some days lined up that you're already registered to sit in the stand? Like, do you kind of have something in the back of your head?
Yeah, I mean, the deer that I sent in, this is probably one of the target bucks. It's a tough picture of him. It's always tough to get the perfect angle sometimes of a deer, but he's nice and wide. He looks really cool. He's not the biggest buck out there, but I think he's right in his prime, probably 6.5 years old. Couple other ones I want to find still, like a couple, I would say, mega giants, but it's been a weird year. I think there's I'm not the only one in this boat. I think there's a lot of other people that are finding it maybe a little on the slow side, but I'm expecting it to kind of break wide open any day now.
Very exciting. No, I mean, it's that, like you said, magical time where you have all that nighttime action, and then now you start seeing those daytime photos.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not there yet, so I'm a little bit jealous.
I think I got a daytime photo today.
That's right.
I'm gonna share it.
That's a nice deer.
It's pretty amazing.
Yep.
And but it's been really dead, right?
Yeah.
Like it's been absolutely just totally quiet for the last week or so. Cameras have been totally dead. I haven't really seen much at all. Scrapes are starting to pop open, and yeah, like Logan said, it's kind of go time. We don't have any kills yet, right? So we're gonna kind of surprise everybody with some moose here soon. Got a few moose kills.
I mean, maybe even the guy we're talking to here.
Yeah, I think Logan. I think you hammered a moose. So maybe give us the quick rundown on what happened there.
Yeah, I was even kind of struggling to find a moose, but I put lots of time in. I decided one day to sit all day just because I could never catch them. It seemed like whenever I was in the tree stand, they'd go somewhere else. Whenever I was somewhere else, they were in this spot. So I just kind of threw it all in and said, no, I'm just sitting all day. And right towards last light, I saw a bull and a cow about 250 yards away. I gave a couple grunts, and sure enough, I think it caught actually the cow's curiosity more than the bull's, but she drug him right by for about a 35-yard shot, and it was awesome. I mean, freezers are filled. That's the best thing about moose. And it's a pretty cool bull as a bit of a bonus. So super happy. I mean, it's nice to shoot an arrow, but definitely looking forward to chasing a big whitetail now. Well, I'm ready to roll. It's Monday today, October 13th. Moose have been still traveling in and out of this property. Haven't been able to catch up to one. For whatever reason, I seem to do better this week of October. So hopefully it pays off for me again. So we're gonna see how it goes. Why not? Let's go find a big moose.
Well, I made it in undetected. I'm sitting a ladder stand. It's a south wind, so the wind's in my face, taking it up against the other edge of this low kind of valley area. Just got a picture of the bull moose on the far end of the property. Crossing my fingers, he walks on by. He should be coming from the west to the east. Oh. I think I just crushed that bull. Man, he was timing me out. He stood there forever. I was sitting out here since 10 a.m. this morning, and it finally worked. And they got me right down to last light. Like, I think I only have less than 10 minutes of shooting light left. Holy. I think we got a big bull moose down here in Alberta. I am pumped. It's been a grind of a season so far, and I think we got it rolling right now. So hopefully some good luck coming in the near future here, but this was shot number 1. I got a tree. I might have to pry that out later, but I hit him a touch low is what I think, looking back at the footage, but I had no time to look at it then. He did a quick couple steps, only made it another 10 yards, and I sent another one at him. 2 arrows is pretty tough to survive, so I'm pumped. Either way, moose down, freezers are full. Let's go find them. I can see my nocturnal knock flashing way up there. That's a good sign. Check this out. Holy, look at this thing. He is awesome. Well, here's my 2025 bull moose. I'm so excited. It's been a grind this year. We've had some tough luck. I think a lot of people have been in the same boat, but I'm pumped this happened. Lucky number 13th, October 13th today. I actually grunted him in. He was with a cow 250 yards away, gave him a couple grunts. Maybe it piqued the cow's curiosity, I'm not sure, but she drug him right by for a 35-yard shot.
We got to get a picture of Logan's freezer.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people are wanting
Yeah,
to see
it's
that.
really cool. I don't know if we've ever showed it on Bowzone before, but the
Oh, the way young.
yeah,
young
like
speak,
like tell us about your little freezer you have in the garage there.
This is my little hangout, and right behind me is my
Right?
cooler.
What a great idea.
It looks like a Pepsi cooler right now, but I built a bar system for hanging meat, and it works like a dream. It's so awesome, especially in September when it's a little warm. Geez, we've even had a warm October too, so
Just the
it's
time.
a pretty
you don't
cool
have-
little trick.
You don't have to rush to clean it. You can hang your moose, get back to hunting,
You can hang
spend the
anything.
weekend,
It's
do
great.
a quarter, come
You-
back.
Yeah, for sure. You can help a friend, right? Or whatever it is. But anyway, thanks, Logan. Thanks for sharing the target buck, and thanks for your time. Hopefully we get you in the seat here soon.
Absolutely. Okay, good luck, guys. We'll see you out there.
We're back to Bowzone, a How to Hunt series powered by Argo, and we were lucky enough to get Nick Taylor from Lone Wolf Taxidermy. He was actually in the building. We're in Wild TV. He was in the building and picking up some stuff, and we're just going over target bucks. We just talked to Jim Thompson. We just talked to Logan. So since you came in the building, we just grabbed him, chucked him in the podcast, and now Zack and I get the pleasure of sitting with Nick and seeing your target buck and hearing about your target buck. And actually, I'm curious what it's like at the taxidermy shop right now, especially when November's just coming. Like, we're just getting into November 1st. Does it get really crazy busy soon? What happens?
So in our area where it is the Bowzone, we do get a lot of early season activity. We get a lot of Euros right off the bat. We do see quite a bit of velvet bucks come in, so that's kind of cool. It's nice to see. It's not for everybody. Some people will turn it away as far as bringing it into the shop. It's a little bit of a specialized service to treat the velvet. So there's that, and then as September kind of wraps up, we start seeing a lot more of the rifle bucks come in from outside of the Bowzone, from those zones that have the later season.
Sure.
So yeah, it's busy. Phone doesn't stop.
So
after hours.
would you be able to say, like, okay,
Patterns.
yeah, like, is there a pattern? Like, there's a
This
pre-rut
year's busier than last year.
between whatever. There's so many questions. So I would just start with, like, is the pre-rut November 25 to October 25th to November, like, whatever, 4 or 5? Like, is there a little window there where you're like, oh yeah, there's big bucks coming?
Yeah, definitely. with the Bowzone specifically, definitely lots of like of those early season bucks, like with the velvet. There is like a surge, I guess we'll call it, and then it kind of dies off about halfway through September to the first week or two of October, and then they start coming again. So it's like, it's definitely like the deer have started to pattern the hunters a bit, and they change their behaviors. And then about this time, end of October, we start seeing
Another surge.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then through November, it's constant.
Just
Like,
every week there's maybe a
Yeah.
call coming in.
Yeah.
What about the last week of November? Is it?
it's busy. Lots
Yeah.
of heads coming in. So
Yeah.
That's my favorite time to hunt.
Yeah.
It's
This year we have that red moon, right? So
Yes.
let's talk about your target buck. So you got a big, nice, heavy 5x5. Like what I'm seeing there is one of those like classic Bowzone studs, 5x5, heavy deer. Looks like you got them only in the dark. Do you have them in daylight yet or no?
I've got him. No, there's another one just like him. He's a 5x4. He's actually heavier than this one, but he's a 5x4, and I think he's a little bit wider and maybe even a little bit taller. But so the 5x4 has been in daylight. The 5x5 has been anytime between midnight and 6 a.m. So he's still a little bit.
Is this the same spot that you shot your monster in last year?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Have you had any history with the bigger deer, the 5x5?
Yeah, I've seen him over the last couple
Okay,
of years.
okay,
yeah.
cool.
So he's been growing. Last year he was a 5x5, but then he was scrapping and he broke one of his tines.
Okay.
His G2 off.
Nice.
So
cool.
But he's definitely taller.
No, man, he's everything you want. I mean, he's wide, he's got some mass.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Tonnage is good.
Yeah.
I'm not passing him.
Yeah.
If he comes by, I'll shoot him.
So
Cool. So we got a couple videos. We'll pop those up. And then I don't know if we saw a video or pictures of your buck from last year. Because did you have video of that deer?
just pictures. I
Just
didn't have
pictures.
any
Well,
videos
let's
of
check
them.
those out too, because that deer
it's a
last year
monster.
was such a monster. And it's fun to see those pictures because you don't really get to see the monster. Nobody likes to give up their target buck, really. We kind of, we're happy you're doing it today. But I know you didn't last year, so like let's have a look at some of those because that was a huge deer. What did it end up scoring?
One gross was 179 and 5/8, I think.
Yeah, and so did you go to the ABA? I think you did.
Yeah,
And what that?
he got gold in non-typical.
Yeah, so I
Wow.
mean, the gold non-typical whitetail
No big
of
deal.
Alberta, no big deal, right?
He's definitely my biggest buck.
Yeah,
today,
that's
so.
going to be hard to beat and pretty amazing. So,
And so, being busy as a taxidermist, do you have some time ready to go? Do you have some time charted off that you're hunting?
Yeah, well, I generally, I'll leave the shop 3 or 4 in the afternoon and go do an evening hunt, but then I go back to the shop. I'm not a big morning sitter.
Okay.
Maybe on the weekends,
Okay.
but yeah, I make time, but I'm at the shop.
and I think
A lot of hours.
you're kind of going after moose right now too.
Yeah.
And that's going to help us because he's still hunting moose. We've got some awesome moose kills we're going to go to right now. We're going to go to the break, and when we come back, we're going to go to some amazing moose hunts. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
Well, welcome back. We are talking about moose, specifically yours, and I think you had a situation that was probably every bow hunter's worst nightmare. I think there's your bow falling out of a tree stand, which could be number 1, number 2, and then there's what happened to you.
Me driving over my bow.
Yeah, I think that's worse. I mean,
Yeah, I mean you can salvage a bow when you drop it out of a tree stand, but when you drive over a bow, it's not
were you
salvageable.
product testing, or is this just something you were?
No,
No.
I was not product testing. No.
Okay. You had what happened? Tell us the story.
Well, I mean, I shot a beautiful bull moose. We had a great video of this moose. It just came out of nowhere. Actually, I don't know if this is a true story, but I've been hearing the story through the grapevine. The moose that I shot had a broadhead in its horn, so smashed right into its horn. It sounds like that Dave from Jimbo's Archery, which is a great archery store, by the way, and it's a great place to go. I think he shot it first, and that's his broadhead in the horn, and we're still trying to get all these details put together, but that's what I'm hearing. And anyway, this moose showed up in my spot, totally random. Got a video of it 2 nights before, never seen it all year, never seen it all ever, and it must have just basically got shot at in a different place and then ran to what it thought was safe, running into like kind of the area that I hunt, and then it was right by my tree stand. I was walking in 45 minutes before light one morning. I kind of use the same tactics that we use for whitetails. For whitetails, I'm a little more serious. I'm solid hour early every morning in the stand, sitting in the dark, like literally for an hour in the dark. But for moose, I might just go 45 minutes or even a half an hour. Anyway, walked in and there's a bull just trashing all the trees. Like, I think he's by himself. He's trashing all the trees. And I rolled in and I smashed a couple trees and just kind of made it sound like I was a bull and just coaxed him over to my tree stand. And then went up the stand and waited till light came up. And, I was right on time there. Light came up, a couple of cow calls, and then he comes out at 45 yards and shot him at 45 yards. And that was the last time I touched my bow.
And then, so what, you drove over it when I'm assuming you were packing out. I think there's...
Yeah, so we used the Argo to extract the moose, which is amazing. The 6x6 Argo is unbelievable. Okay, well, we recovered the moose. It's a beautiful bull. Craziest thing is there's a broadhead stuck in his horn. On the left horn, you can see where the broadhead hit him, and it stuck right through the horn. But the best part about this moose is that Rudy came with Chinook, and we found the moose so quickly with the dog. It was such a wicked recovery. Here we are with the Argo. We got basically everything off that moose, and we've got all the meat stacked up in the back. Argo, wicked machine, entire moose in the back of the 6x6. Gets back here so we can get the moose out. It's so important because this thing turns on a dime and it can get in between all the trees, drives over all the trees, gets you in and out. This is the best extraction machine ever made. Argo, I love it. I had the whole moose in the 6x6. We had myself, my son Chase, the rack on top. We even had my buddy Matt in the back, and we were all kind of hauling out, and then I just passed my friend my bow to take care of, and then it ended up in some tall grass, and my tire ended up over the riser, and the riser is basically bent in half. And then we had some fun with it, though. It was about to burst, right? The bow was totally bent in half, and it was about to burst.
Explode.
So then, Blair St. Martin and he came over to move some tree stands for whitetails, and we shot the string.
Really?
Yeah, to get
Gotcha.
release the cams.
Sure.
And because there's some nice components on that weapon that's really, really awesome.
But there's a bigger redemption story here that just came in a box.
Yes.
While we're here talking.
So while we're here talking, we've had so many weird things happen while we're here. My target shows up today, and the other thing that showed up today that was super, super, super exciting is this. Oh my God.
And this one is not ran over.
This one is not ran over. Yes. Wow. So.
Change the handle a bit. That's nice.
The RX-9 is now the new weapon. I can get back into the stand. I can go hunting again.
So light too.
Yeah.
So you get that set up probably tonight.
Yeah. So thank you, Hoyt, for helping out with that, and get that set up as soon as I get home tonight. I mean, we're in the pre-rut. Let's go. Scrapes, rubs are coming. I want to go hunting as soon as possible. So I don't know if you can feel the energy coming out of me right now, but I want to get that baby set up. So let's go. We'll go to commercial break. We'll be right back on Bowzone.
Logan got an awesome moose, filled the freezer. Everybody's jealous of that. And another Bowzone member made an awesome shot. Actually, 2 shots.
Yeah, she, by the way.
Heather Wilson. We're going to go to that and take a look.
Of course, our stone cold killer, Heather Wilson, that never ceases to amaze me, always is amazing every single year, and just never stops. She's always crushing animals and always doing a great job. So yeah, Heather Wilson, awesome. Let's check it out.
Right.
is laying right in there, in the base of those trees. And he hasn't moved for quite a while now, so I'm pretty sure he's down. I just shot a really nice bull. I had a smaller bull chasing a cow this morning, and then I could tell there was a bigger bull out in front of me. So I just started doing really soft cow calls, and he came to about 30 yards, but there was a bunch of brush in front of him, and I couldn't get a shot. And then he kind of went back into the trees, and I thought I was done. But I gave a couple more soft calls, and then I gave the sexiest call that I could come up with for a cow call. And all of a sudden he broke branches, and he just started walking and grunting every step. And he came to my right about 24 yards, and I shot, but my shot was just a little bit farther back than I would have liked. It was perfect height, just about, but just a little bit farther back. He hasn't moved in about 10 minutes, so I just shot a bull, and he's a nice one. Oh my goodness, look at him.
That is an awesome bull.
Oh, he's gorgeous. I just can't even believe that this happened this morning. We've been playing cat and mouse for the last couple hours. I heard him, he was breaking branch, he was grunting, and I just knew he was a bigger bull just from how deep he was. And he came into 30 yards, I had no shot, just bush in front of his chest, and then he circled me and I thought maybe it was done. And I did the sexiest cow call I could come up with, and he broke a bunch of branches and he came straight at me, 24 yards, and my white Ultra RX-9 just performed perfectly. 24-yard shot, he went behind my tree, and I thought he's standing there, so I put a second shot into him right behind the shoulder, and he went 42 yards. Couldn't be happier.
We've got one more special guest, Taylor Thompson. We've got him in the car, and we can see the baby sit in the background. Obviously, no kids are in the car, so I think we can get him for 5. We've got some amazing target bucks from Taylor also. Looks like an awesome 5x5, and looks like quite a tank non-tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one of split brows is heavy.
Yeah, yeah. So what's going on? How's it going, man?
Good. Yeah, those couple bucks you could see there. Couple of the targets I have so far. So yeah, the one is just looks to be like a nice tall 5. I've had more pictures of him. The non-typical one, that photo I had was back, and I still think early August. So I've seen him on the hoof once, but I never got another picture. But yeah, he's big split brows and just the mainframe 5 with some kickers. So he's probably the for sure target, I'd say, of the two. But you know, they're both big bucks, and yeah, I've just been getting my cameras out now finally to some scrape lines just over this last week. So I should be getting more pictures, hopefully, of some bucks. I seem like I had most of my cameras out. You know, I was chasing some elk and some moose and all that throughout September and October here. So I'm just kind of ramping into my whitetail time.
And are you sitting anytime soon? Do you have anything planned coming up? I know this last week of October can be quite hot.
Yeah. I sat the last couple times. I was sitting with a buddy running some video. We seen a couple nice bucks through our binoculars on the opposite end of a field. So we kind of moved some stands around yesterday. So I might sit again this evening, and then so lately not a whole ton, but just kind of getting into sitting for some deer, and just kind of trying to find where the scrapes are at right now, and moving a bunch of cameras around to try and figure out kind of what's going on.
You know what? Thanks, Taylor. Thanks for jumping in and doing this. Got some great video. We'll show Taylor, and hope to have you in the hot seat here pretty soon.
We just finished talking with Taylor, who is no stranger to the Bowzone and has killed some awesome deer, his dad included. It's a family of killers.
Yeah, these guys are awesome. They've been doing it for so long too. You can actually check out their YouTube. They got some YouTube stuff.
Really good stuff.
And it's fun. They've been doing it for many years.
Last year he set the standard pretty high with his Booner.
Pretty high?
Whitetail. I mean,
a net Boone and Crockett?
A dream of every single whitetail bow hunter.
The standard any higher.
Yeah. That's as good as it gets.
That's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately we couldn't get to everyone. You know, I'd like to have gotten to Scott and to Matt or Mike, and Michelle Van Dam, right? And Kevin and Heather, but unfortunately we just didn't have the time. So, but each one of them has a target buck, as I'm sure everybody's aware. Obviously, everybody's going to be trying to find a target buck, and like you said before and a little bit earlier, that that target buck can switch up pretty fast, right? You can get something in a week from now that's like trumps all the others.
Yeah, that's what the last week I think is so important. It's hard to hold off, and you shoot a nice mature whitetail in front of you when you get the opportunity because it's so rare.
Yeah.
But if you pass, you can sometimes get that deer that strolls in.
That's the game, right? The pass, the holdout. There's deer that I saw this year in September that are just like, I got this great big 5x5 with 2 drop tines. He's just an awesome deer. Got one picture, slapped him right in the face with the camera. Never seen him again. But I know
he's around.
That if he's not dead, if someone hasn't shot him or he's hit by a car or whatever, he's around. And I know that if I have the patience to hold out and wait, that he will show up again on that camera. That's his like core home area, so he's going to come back. And a lot of people will be in that same situation where they get one picture and they know that if they stick to it, that deer's going to come back and check the does and be around that area. So you either got to have cameras up and they got to be in the right place, or you have to have the patience to be able to sit there all day, every day.
Yeah.
And I think, I just a funny number, I suppose, but I think 10 days, I think it does it. I think if you sit dark to dark, you follow the rules, you go in an hour early, you sit 10 days in an area in November 1 to 10 or 10 to 20 or 20 to 30, I think you get lucky there.
If you had to hunt for only 10 days in November, given the information you have, which 10-day window are you picking? You picking the last 10 days? Do you like that early, middle? Right now, what would it be?
Well, right now this year, I'd follow the red moon stuff,
That, as we know, that's the first week, and then
I think it's like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 somewhere is the first one, and then the last week, The last week is, for me, is really a tough one. It's not my favorite, to be honest, because it's chaos. It's so hard to kind of pattern.
You can't chase cameras because by the time you get a picture, they're gone.
You're just, the deer are kind of everywhere, burning around everywhere, trying to find those last does. So it's great because you could be sitting somewhere and a random buck could come over and you could shoot it. I'm hunting specific animals, so I want to try to get them in their core areas before they escape those core areas, or at least be sitting in their core areas. So when they come back, I'm waiting, and then have a really good slick stand set up and something that can get into a good funnel, or just a good spot, the transition area between bedding and feeding. That's just a spot where I can, get in between and then just wait, right?
So in reality, that consistency is probably this next week, because then it's going to go bonkers as November rolls in.
Yeah, this week it should be good. You got to kind of watch, right? I think the weather plays a factor. I don't personally love the wind. I know we make this joke all the time, but I think when the winds are really, really, really heavy, it just goes at night, and they don't move as much in the daylight. And I mean, there's so many things, right? That's why the whitetail topic is so fun to talk about, right? And there's so many ways you can go in the conversation. There's so many things there's so many angles you can take it. But at the end of the day, I'll tell you what, if you've got a good deer in a bush, chuck up a stand in a good funnel area, a couple of heavy, or on a heavy trail, make it a nice tree stand, easy to get up and down. Make sure you got a nice bow rope on there, got a bag hook and a bow hook, and sit back and enjoy your time, because that's what really matters, is the time in the woods. And it's the chase that's the best part. It's that whole thing, that chase, the chess match, and playing that game. It's the best part. It's the kill that's the saddest.
Yeah, it is, because then it's over.
Because then you've killed all your fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, on that note, hopefully you enjoyed the second episode of Bowzone. And stay tuned, episode 3, we're going to have some deer down.
Bowzone, a How to Hunt series powered by Argo, is brought to you by Argo XTV, Go Anywhere. Escape Trailer, built for you. Zeiss, confidence in the toughest conditions. And these fine sponsors.